Good morning, you guys. Happy Saturday. I'm here to give you another review. This time we have Real Ready to Love Potomac. The cast of characters are Fernando, Dakia, Tori, Paul. We also have Tiffany, Demetrius, Laverne, Precious, and Keena. And we also have Lawrence. Basically, you guys, this season is Potomac, Maryland. We have the cast of characters. They're very diverse this season. Everybody seems as though they're enjoying the mixer. But the only twist this season is that they only have 14. There's 7 men, 7 women. But the first night they are eliminating 2 people. First of all, we start off with the first people that we actually see is Demetrius. A lot of women are taken to Demetrius. They like the fact that he's very handsome. He's tall and dark, which they like. Most of the women are basically saying they like the fact that he's clean cut. They like his tailored suits. Actually, we go to Fernando. He's next. Dakia as well. Tiffany is to the point where she is actually very, I say, flirtatious. Precious is the other lady as well. Keena's to the point where she's trying to make her rounds. She gets her sights set on Clifton, but that doesn't work in my eyes. No. And we also have a new cast of character, which is Selena. She actually is a singer. Clifton is to the point that he's actually drawn to her. She asks him, does he want to return to the mixer and speak to a lot of the other women? He says no. They actually share a drink, which is really, really cute. She had been holding a drink for a minute, and she asked him, did he want a drink? So she passes him her drink, and I'm saying to myself, why did she pass him her drink? And he starts to drinking, and she says, you know, my lips been all over that drink. He says, that's the best part. I thought that was pretty cute. Paul wants to be the ladies' man, but that's one of those things where Paul basically dodges the bullet. He calls himself P.O. Tommy comes in and says where he's from. P.O. means parole officer. Everybody laughs. Basically, Paul wants to say that P.O. could stand for post office because he delivers. I'm like, that is so corny, but we'll move on. I digress. Basically, we're to the point where we see Demetrius is the man of the hour, so is Clifton. The Kia is to the point where they actually a lot of men are drawn to her, the Kia and Precious. Precious is to the point where she says she wants to be a model. And she gets to the point where she is drawn to actually Laverne. Laverne says he actually it's something like, I want to say he said he did some kind of training or something. And she basically says, if you train me and get me where I can be nice in the bikini, will you he said, yeah, on the only way I would do it is if I'm able to in other words, he says take the tanning oil and put it all over her body. I thought that was pretty cute for him to say that. He wasn't being over aggressive with that. He was just basically flirtatious. She basically liked it, and so they moved on. I think the mixer was a success because they were to the point where everybody was able to mix and mingle and do just like not Demetrius Clifton said. Basically, it was where they was actually at a speed dating. That's what he called it. That's basically what it was because everybody was trying to get all their points out on the first night because everybody's on a chopping block. They had 2 people, as one man and one lady. So they was to the point they was cutting dry. Not to mention, like I told y'all in the beginning, it was 14 people to begin with. Normally it's 20. So it's one of the things where they're gonna get to the chase, and you gotta realize every week somebody's gonna leave. So before you know it, we will be to the point where we're at the bottom 3. I personally am here for it. We got some new people out there, so it is what it is. Now, we will fast forward and I'll go ahead and let you know who actually left. That was Keena and Fernando. I think the thing that sent Fernando home was the fact that he was not as confident, and most important, the ladies kept saying they did not really know who he was. They didn't get a chance to really mingle with him. I think Keena came on too strong, and I think it's one of those things that really put the nail in the coffin for her. Because I remember a statement she made about one of the guys was that she didn't want him to have more butt than her. And I was saying to myself, that's cool. It is what it is. Sabrina basically is what we call a list girl. She has a list. She's put it in her phone, the do's and don'ts, what she will take, and this and that. I really thought that Sabrina was gonna go home, but I guess they proved me different and they sent Keena home. Keena is a realtor and Sabrina is actually like a risk management officer. So her conversation was very, very, very dry to me. But I guess the men saw something different in her, and they allowed her to stay. Now, the one that I like the best, like I told you, is the singer. And the reason why I like her is because it seemed like her and Clifton had a vibe together. Like I told you, they shared the drink, which I thought was cute. So it seems like they're gonna be pretty much. I'm not gonna say they're gonna be joined at the hip, but I don't know. It's gonna be a Camille and Cornelius type situation, but we'll see. But I noticed that he's already drawn to her already, so it is what it is. Now it's one of those things where Keena was trying to have a conversation with Cliff, and that's when somebody came and stole him away. Now Laverne had what he called a Laverne hour, the Laverne corner. I thought that was cute. All the women were drawn to him. They wanted to get down and have a conversation. First it was Keena, then it was Precious, and then he had another young lady. So he was pretty. He had a lot going on over there. They was really drawn to Laverne. I thought he was gonna be the man of the hour, but it turned out to be everybody was liking Clifton and Demetrius. Now Demetrius is the chocolate one of the factory. People like Clifton, I think they're drawn to the fact that he has that Barry White voice. And another lady described him as a teddy bear. And I said to myself, okay, it is what it is. Now, the Kia is to the point where she's not a bad look, but she's not standing out. That makes sense. In my eyes, the people that stand out are Clifton, Demetrius, the lady who's the singer. I'm drawing a blank right now. And actually, I have to say, if I had to say another woman, I might have to say might. And I might say is Precious. And the reason why I say Precious because Precious feels like she's more, in other words, she's more flirtatious. She likes to speak and talk to the women. She doesn't feel as closed off. And when I say closed off, I think of Sabrina. Sabrina hasn't really shown herself to the men, and she barely, in my mind, barely missed the chopping block. I really thought she was the one that's going to leave, but they eliminated Keena. But it is what it is on this episode. It's actually a great episode because you got to understand this is episode one, so it's basically a mixer type thing. But they gave us a twist, like I told y'all, a plot twist where they basically eliminated two people at one time. Most times it's just one, and we didn't know they was gonna do two. So they basically go ahead and chopping them out the way, and then off the top, like I said, it's only 14. It's 7 men, 7 women. Normally it's 20, 10 of each. So that means we got 6 people already are not there, and then we eliminate we done chop two. So now we are down to 12. 6 men, 6 women. So we're gonna see what real Ready to Love Potomac is giving. Every time I think of Potomac, I think of the Real Housewives of Potomac, but now we got a Ready to Love. So we're gonna see what's going on with these people and see how they gonna mingle. Tori seems like he has a vibe the women like. He is the realtor of the group. So I'm gonna see uh what his vibe is. He's giving me a Tucker vibe. If people know who Tucker is, he's like a something like a blues singer. And the reason why he give me that vibe is the haircut. It ain't because of the singing. Get out of there. Get out of there. We're gonna see what these guys are giving. We're gonna see if Demetrius lives up to his Mr. Chocolate type scenario because they have deemed him the Mr. Chocolate of the group. They just like I told you, Clifton has been named the teddy bear, the Barry White teddy bear of the group. But I think everybody's looking good, and just like Tommy said, he looked like the fact he described them as look what the chocolate factory dropped in. He was describing the women in their dresses. They were everybody was real diverse. Nothing was I can say about this episode. Everybody has a different look, so everybody brings something different to the table. It's not just their occupations. So when you look around the room, nobody looks alike. Everybody's totally different. Now we're gonna see what their vibe is and how they mesh well together on part two. Now I'm hoping that everybody's to the point where they're actually ready to vibe and just like Tom I always say, they're ready to mingle and they're ready for love. I think these people are very diverse for number one, and number two, they actually are ready to love. Now I had to take a little time for me to actually get a little gist of them, but I kind of see the vibe where it's going. It's not to the point everybody's matchy matchy, but everybody's basically, looking over the room trying to see who they want to be with. But I think Clifton and the singer is actually going to be one of those couples that actually going to probably rock together. But we'll see because you got to understand it's just the first episode. We got many. We ain't gonna say many more this time. We got a couple more episodes to go. I am personally ready to see what the final three is going to look like. I'm just curious. I don't know. I normally don't be that in a hurry to see the part three, but I'm kind of in a hurry now because you got to understand if you get the gist of it, it's going to go pretty fast. So you got to be ready, and most important, you got to pay attention. So it is what it is. We have real Ready to Love Potomac. Hope you guys are ready for the ride. I am ready for the emotional roller coaster, and most importantly, I know these people are give us the gist that we need. Considering we just came off of Ready to Love DC. I personally love Ready to Love DC. I fell in love with the people on there, but I'm gonna see what these people are giving. I'm gonna see if they give me the same judge. Most importantly, they give me the same vibe. Now the vibes they're giving off are pretty good, but it's not to the point where it's like straight in your face. But you, like I told you, the two heavy hitters are Demetrius and Clifton. Now, as far as the women are concerned, I have to give it to Precious and the lady that actually is a singer. Excuse me for keep saying the singer, but I know that's her occupation, and I'm drawing a blank with the name, but I will come back with the real name on my next review. I apologize for that. But yep, we are now down to 10. We got 5 women and 5 men. So we're gonna see what it's giving you guys. I hope you guys are to the point where y'all are tuning in to that particular Ready to Love. A lot of people probably weren't even ready, didn't know that they actually had another season already. Because if you're to the point, even if you watch, you would think that they were done because they already did the reunion for DC. But no, they let you knew that they had a pilot out there, because I actually saw the pilot, and that's what drew me in. I said I have to see Ready to Love Potomac. So here we are, guys. We're ready. We're here. And most importantly, I'm ready to drop the reviews for you guys. I hope you guys are ready to hear them. I hope you guys are to the point where you're ready to like and subscribe over here if you're new. Most importantly, leave your girl a comment, and leave me a like because it helps the channel grow. I appreciate everybody that actually has been rocking with the channel. I appreciate the love over here. I've seen a lot of people that who are new. I see you. I appreciate you. I've been to the point where I've been putting out the reviews. I think you guys are taking to them very, very good, and that's what I'll keep doing. I do the reactions every now and then, but I'm seeing now the reviews of what you guys are actually drawn to, so that's what I'll keep doing for you guys. Hope you guys like the Ready to Love segment, so I'll keep them going because that's what we're doing right now. We're to the point where Love and Marriage Huntsville and the rest of them are not taping right now. So we'll see what we can get a gist of, and we'll just keep it pushing. And most importantly, we'll keep this thing going. Hope you guys are having a great Saturday, and I hope you guys will have a great rest of the weekend. But you already know your girl will always come back with another one. Goodbye, you guys.